Hello, and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities Tarot. My name's Rochelle, and this is Charlie on my lap. She can't decide what she's doing, if she's staying or going. But I'm doing a love reading for Virgo today. This is Virgo in all placements, and it's timeless in general. And there she goes. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Um, and I'm looking at you and your person in a romantic sense. If you do not have anybody or you're not interested in that, this can be anybody. Apply it as it fits. You know your story best. And remember that roles can be reversed because I'm just tapping into the energy. And there is Lioness Kitty Cat and Kitty Charisma on her awesome journey. Check out her channel. It's so cool. And Lord Khalid Abdul is here. Good morning. Yeah, so let's make some space. I'm going with my new deck that I got for my birthday, the Dream Keepers Tarot. Pull some cards and then I will clarify and talk about them. So, how do you view yourself in this relationship? Death, Scorpio energy. How do you view this person? Page of Cups. Ooh. Hmm. Interesting. And how do you view this relationship? Queen of Wands. This queen has come out, I feel like, for every reading. Maybe there was one, but this Queen of Wands is very prominent. um, yeah, yeah, which is a good thing. Um, so how this person views themselves, the Tower, more Scorpio. We got some serious scorpionic juju happening here, um, which is great. Scorpio is all about embracing, going deep, going dark, embracing the change eventually. How this person views you, the Emperor, Aries energy, and how they view this connection, the King of Wands. Wow. So we've got the King and the Queen of Wands here on the table, which these two showed up in, was it Leo's reading? It was either Cancer or Leo. I don't remember, but yeah. Hey, there's Mojo Tarot and the Sun and the Broken Key Oracle. Not the Broken Key Oracle. Our friend Rebecca. So glad to have you all here. Thank you. Um, okay, so anyway, we have a match here, divine match. Um, uh, yeah, okay. So, these particular questions coming up trip me up sometimes, but I'm just gonna plow forward. I'm gonna do it. What is a key strength in this connection? Six of Wands. A weak point in this connection. Seven of Cups. This is a new card that I haven't seen yet. Yeah, new deck, new cards. It's very exciting. And where things seem to be heading currently. The Sun. Okay, I like that. Leo energy. Speaking of, um, okay, this is cool. So far, what I'm seeing, I really like. Okay, Tarot of Transcendence just winked at me. So, how you see yourself is death. You're going through some kind of pretty profound transformation in regards to this relationship. well, here, let me clarify real quick. The Hanged Man, Pisces energy, and Knight of Pentacles. I I've had this deck for a while. I don't remember either of these cards. Maybe I've chosen them before, but it was a long time ago. Anyway, it's cool. It's cool seeing all these new images. Um, yeah, so you have been taking some time to gain a new perspective about this connection. And really taking your time, just letting yourself um do your thing, get your chakras in balance. Um you've been yeah, yeah, really wanting to be in integrity with yourself, wanting to move forward in a way that is going to support you. And this seems like you have come to this conclusion that this this needed this connection needed to end or somehow change in a major way. With the Hanged Man here, I'm getting a little feeling of maybe you two are not in contact, particularly with this death. You're embracing this this ending and letting it be what it is, and you're looking at the past as a way to gain this new perspective. You've created this bubble around yourself, and you're coming to some very clear conclusions about how you've been tied up and bound, and it's this person has a giant snake wrapped around her. She's kind of shrouded, like, it makes me think of like being in a cocoon, and then the snake represents that shedding of that old skin, and and just gradually going through this transformation. So, um okay, going with the light seers deck, how you view this person. Page of Cups. Something jumped out at me right away, but let me grab a couple of clarifiers real quick. Um, we got death and rebirth again. And the Magician. Gemini and Virgo energy. So, okay. Yeah, so this person has also there has been an ending here. And you both have come to this conclusion. You both have said, "Okay, we're done here." And you feel like your person is focusing on themselves, manifesting whatever it is they want. Um, you feel like, I don't know. It seems like maybe you feel like this person kind of brought this on, and you're like, "Oh, is that what you're doing? Okay, sure." And what's interesting here, what came to me immediately is that in this Page of Cups, we have this skull face flying in. And immediately what came to me is the specter of death. So we've got death all over this. And this person, I don't know if you can see very well. There this person in the cup, they've got two faces, two-faced. This person, because of this ending, this person is being forced to look at a side of themselves. One part of themselves um, is facing imminent death. Maybe this is an ego death. Um, there is some kind of rebirth happening. Um, yeah, maybe you know about this. Maybe you sense this. See, Page of Cups can be an apology. We have some kind of communication here. So maybe this person has told you like how how things have changed for them since this ending. If you haven't spoken to this person yet, this might be coming. Um, and they're being forced to look at what else are we seeing in here? It's like there's a part of them looking in one direction, looking away from this transformation, and there's just another part that's looking directly at this. And they're of two minds about it. And they're being changed because of this. So maybe they're telling you about this. Um, so I'm gonna go with the what's it called? Deviant Moon Tarot. So how you view this connection, Queen of Wands, clarified by the Hangman again. Wow. Hangman and the King of Pentacles. So yes, you two have been on a break. There's silence here. You two have gone to your separate corners. You're taking a time out, whether you want to or not. And there's something here about wanting to create stability. This guy has I think that's a compass on his crown. Releasing steam. Realizing, I say that because there's like steam coming off of these smokestacks up here and off of his crown. It's like having really taking the time to understand what this was about. We have this very practical, grounded energy, which I think equates to you, where you're just like, okay, I really want I've really been trying to be grounded here, to create abundance. And I don't know, maybe this person has some fire prominent fire placements in their chart, but there's like this one, and this doesn't have to be you again, but there's this one. Yeah, see, the Hangman is looking over at the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands, neither of which are looking at each other. The king is focused on his stability, his money. And by the way, there's no gender in tarot. Anybody can embody this. It's just energy. And the queen is kind of focused on, is kind of closed off with her wing there, looking through this mask or looking at the mask. This is kind of what's been catching my attention each time I see this is like she's holding this. It's at the end of her bow and she's like see it's off of her face, so it's almost like she's looking at this mask she used to wear and contemplating shooting it, but hasn't kind of come to that place yet because of being in this self-protective energy. So one of both or both of you is is doing this. Yeah, I get the impression that this person was closed off to you, or because of them kind of ending things somehow, it caused you to close yourself off in a form of protection. Oh yeah, and we've got a timepiece there as well. There's a period of time that you two have not been in contact, and there's some new understanding or revelation coming up because of this. So um yeah, I'll go with my guardian tarot, my creepy tree friends. So how this person sees themselves is the tower. Yeah, this person definitely, well, let's see. Let's just wait and see. We've got strength, which is one of the major arcanas that has come up for nearly every reading in this series in one place or another. Leo energy again. And the 10 of cups. Okay. So this person they I feel like what they really want is some kind of like, ultimate emotional wish fulfillment, some kind of long term, um, happily ever after kind of thing. And they're really having to dig deep to move toward this. So I feel like this tower is what's happening here. I don't even fully understand what I'm looking at. Kind of a tree, kind of not. Um, it's like it's like this person is fragmented, but it's like it really speaks to some kind of epiphany. Oh, and she's got some kind of crown on her head. It's like the crown is coming off or being knocked off, or somehow there's a huge I feel this huge epiphany for this person, understanding what they want in a new way, and it's coming to them out of the blue, it feels, and it's shooting down into deep into them, into their soul, I'm getting, because they're realizing they understand now what you mean to them, that you are a wish fulfillment, and they want to talk about this. There's this kind of light at the throat chakra here. Something is being broken open. Maybe they weren't talking before. They weren't expressing themselves. But this is difficult. They're having to go deep to really like work through, get past some fears or something. So how they see you is the emperor. Um I'm gonna go with the cat tarot. Oh my god. This is really kind of crazy. We have so many repeating cards. So we've got the Tower again, and Wheel of Fortune. Wow. What I find so interesting about this tower is that there isn't any actual um there's not a there's not any real I can't think of the word, like hazard. The lightning is outside, but it's a very loud it's loud and startling. There's something very startling here about you. You you're changing your life, you're changing your destiny. There's some kind of like you've come in and you have, I don't know, you've said something, you've done something that ultimately you feel is going to help you to take control of your life, your destiny. Um, the Wheel of Fortune is, it's all about that cause and effect. It's all about karma and fate. It's like you're just like, okay, I I know who I am. I know what I bring to the table. I'm I'm taking control of myself and my life and everything in it. And so you're very strong, very in this masculine, this divine masculine energy. Um, so this person sees you is very, very powerful and a little bit scary. They're a little bit intimidated by you, we'll say. Um, yeah. So what's this? Oh no, I don't want that one. I'll go with the Oracle Tarot. So how this person views this connection, we've got the King of Wands. So interesting. And then we've got, oh, it's so interesting, bondage, issues of control and freedom. And Seven of Pentacles, opportunity. I feel like this person has they've felt stuck somehow, held against their will, not necessarily by you. I think by some kind of wanting, like, not fully understanding what they want, or not really seeing their um it feels a little bit like self-sabotage, or feeling like um basically there's this period of feeling stuck and having to figure out what is in their best interest. And you too. I mean, in this connect, it's like you two were trapped in some way and needing your freedom. And maybe that means different things to each of you. And really looking at, like, is this viable? Can we move forward? Can we get unstuck? Um One or both of you is in the spotlight. And I think there's this sense of kind of taking, yeah, there've been issues of control and wondering if there's something better, and kind of stepping into that. And the King of Wands is a very, very dynamic guy. Really goes after, is that powerful, like, um inspired leader, very creative. And yeah, um this person is, and we have the two kings here, King of Pentacles and King of Wands. So one of you is much more like focused on the physical, 3D kind of, your stability and money and all the things. And then one of you is really focused, it is in this energy of like following your passion and creating the life that you want to live, going after what you want. And there's a perception here, because this is how they see the relationship. I feel like there's a perception here that this person, um they're afraid, f- fear of losing their freedom and looking at other options. Of course, they could feel that you were doing this too. Not totally sure. Again, apply it as it fits. Anyway, um, so going with the tarot of mystical moments, a key strength is the Six of Wands. Key strength in this connection is the Six of Wands. Clarified by the Queen of Swords and the Star, Aquarian, Aquarius. Yeah. And we have air signs here too. Um, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So Aquarius is prominent here. Um, and Aquarius is that energy of um innovation and doing things differently. Stepping outside of the norm. So I feel like through a lot of um yeah, suddenly words are not coming to me. Um through taking a look at what you two want and what you're willing to put into getting what you want, there's there's some kind of victory here. The Queen of Swords is also, is very much about, setting those healthy boundaries, really talking things out, really communicating what's important, and looking at the long term. What is it that you really want? It's like realizing that it's within your power to grow something, grow this into something that is really solid, a solid foundation. And also magical, with the fairy there. And there's, the ability to enjoy and appreciate this from because of having some kind of new perspective. We have new perspective all over this reading. This person is questioning, and see, yeah, you're both in this place of questioning. Is this gonna work? It maybe could, maybe, but like you're in this very strong, powerful energy. And I feel like this person is like, they know they have to step up. And this feels kind of scary to them. It's like they're almost it's almost like they're in the spotlight, kind of like in an audition where they're like, okay, yeah, Virgo's making me audition here. And so I need to show up and, like I got put on a good show. I hope this person is, being authentic. Um, yeah, I think they are. Yeah, because they're this whole thing where they're, this two-faced or two-sided, like one part of them is definitely going through some kind of death. So they are understanding that they need to show up. They need to come correct. Anyway, so a weak point in this connection is, let's see, yeah, I'll go with my black deck. 4 of Wands, King of Cups, clarifying the 7 of Cups. So, there's all this potential here for stability, long term harmony and connection, and, you know, having all of this love and compassion. But okay, so I feel like I said this before, but I feel like this person, um, they don't speak about their emotions. The King of Cups is known for being very emotionally balanced, but doesn't really tell you about it all the time. um, and there is something about, I don't know, one or both of you not being fully, not putting both feet into this. There's kind of like a, well, maybe they're still, looking at other options. Um, is this really is this really what I want to do? We've got all these masks, all these different faces, and we have a butterfly, and oh, and those are all the cups. I, maybe this is just, all of the there's all these different parts of yourself, of themself, of, just not really being, I don't know, maybe it's seeing things from trying to see things from different points of view, looking at things from one perspective versus another. But typically this card is about confusion, can be about options, choices, many choices, and not really being totally clear on on what someone wants. So whether this is this person or you or both of you, there's this feeling of like, I don't know, like it's so interesting because these cards are so they're normally they're very good, but see, I'm also not reading the cards reversed. So as I read, I have to take that into consideration as well. That things aren't all as they seem is the best way to say this. There needs to be more, maybe there just needs to be more time to gain clarity. However, where things seem to be heading is the sun. Um, do my what deck do I want? I'm gonna go with the Mystic Mondays. We've got Nine of Pentacles and the Devil, Capricorn energy. There is there's something here about choosing to really focusing on your independence because of feeling that there is something toxic here. There's something that is leading to, yeah, with that 7 of cups there, I feel like things aren't all as they seem. And I feel like you are recognizing this. And you're so strong and in your power, and you really get what's going on here. And you're seeing that maybe this person is a temptation, that you'd rather be single than be caught up in something that is going to ultimately harm you. It can also be where there's a lot of fear here, and there's a decision here to potentially stay single, or at least to focus, each of you focusing on your own independence, because maybe the dynamic is just funky, or like maybe somebody's dealing with addictions, or and addictions can come in all different forms. But because of choosing this, to be independent and self-reliant, um, and overcome some kind of toxic thinking, toxic behavior, it leads to this incredible happiness. Um, and focusing on, it seems like she's pretty solid, but the person that she's, pulling to her is not fully, they're not solid. But it's like calling in the happiness that you deserve, and focus. Maybe there's something. Maybe this out of this confusion, things are solidifying as you set some really strong, healthy boundaries. Um, and this could be with this person. It's like you're focusing on what is what, calling in that potential, or focusing on what is actually possible, and choosing to not engage with this person, but instead look toward a connection that you feel is more going to be more solid, something that maybe you don't currently see but is coming. It's going to be different for different people, but the fact that the sun is here doesn't matter in the end. I mean, the fact that it's here means that whatever is going on doesn't eh, whatever outcome you are hoping for, or wondering what's going to happen, it doesn't matter, because no matter what, you're going to be happy. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so let me finish with the chakra card. Right? Oh, no, sorry. Apparently, I'm supposed to pick a card. The Beyond Lemuria. Okay, what do we got here? Oh yes. Okay, so she's got a star at her throat and a lot of light coming out of her hands. We've got a couple serpents here, serpent snake-like things. Again, with the shedding of the skin, um, and the ability to express. And there's so much energy and light coming through. This speaks to me of the sun energy. And there's an eclipse. There's a solar eclipse here. We have the solar eclipse happening on October 2nd, at least here in well, in the US. I don't know about the rest of the world, but so coming up, there's some kind of powerful, I don't know, you're doing some kind of energy work or healing, your expression, how you express yourself. Um, there's a lot of growth and spiritual growth as well, because there's a crystal above her head with wings, kind of a deeper connection to the universe, to those cosmic energies. So, balanced forces. The Lemurian people are said to have been androgynous, a perfect balance of what became masculine and feminine energy as it densified in physical form. This card invites you to look at masculine and feminine energy from a more balanced perspective. What needs to happen to form a more holistic and equalized foundation? For more masculine drive and focus, concentrate on goals, desires, and ambitions. And yeah, we got the Emperor there and that King of Wands. If you want to engage more feminine energy for receptivity, trust, flow, and surrender, consider all the things you are already grateful for. And that can be a part of this kind of Queen of Wands energy as well. It's a lot of masculine energy here, so maybe that does need to be more of a focus, focusing on that feminine receptivity, the trust, building trust, being in that state of flow and surrender, and focusing on gratitude. Feel the warmth, gratitude, and comfort of knowing everything is divinely perfect just the way it is, which is a part of that surrender and acceptance. Um, you are on a journey. This connection clearly was meant to help you both transform in a very profound way. And so, and I think you're really going to see some physical evidence of this, if you don't already, around the solar eclipse coming up. Um, but the timing, time is an illusion. So whenever, just know that you're exactly where you need to be right now, and to embrace that, and know that you're better for it ultimately. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And thanks so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing, and leave a comment if it resonates.